Hope ready. Come down. Come to the browser. User list is here. New user is here. But we have to start the JSON server, then it will work. JSON server we need to start. JSON server we have not started. So user.js file, have we done modification? If yes, then we can go and start the JSON server. Available data will appear here. This is the delete functionality. But data will not come as of now because you have not started the server. We need to start the server, then data will come. Right, so hope this delete functionality is ready. Let me give you this two code. Fetching the data and deleting the data line. We'll go and start JSON server. Under the JSON API folder, open CMD. Then you can write JSON-server JSON-server space -- watch space data.json space -- port 1234.
XGS is not defined.
You have to install that. npm install XGS. And after that, in user list.js file, you have to call that. Then Axios fields are not defined. Okay, so hope JSON server is started. Now let us refresh the page to see any type of data is coming or not. This many users are coming. If you click on delete anyone, it should get removed from the list. But I guess function we have not written as of now. Function is written, but function calling we are not doing. We have to do the function calling. On button click, then delete will happen. Now delete.bind user ID we called user ID user.id. So it is called ID received also. Oh, user list we called here. Sorry, this should be get user. Hold on. Get user function we need to call here. Function name is called get user. This is for what purpose? Because after deleting the data from the server, load the list after any record. Get user function is called. Let us check once. I will delete the Ramesh from here. Ramesh gone from the list. Last I'll delete, gone from the list. Ganesh I will delete. Ganesh will go from the list. So in this data.json file, whichever the record was stored in the file system will get deleted if you call axios.delete with a particular user ID. So slash we should not forget, we need to pass array slash ID, API URL slash ID. So in that URL particular, whichever the ID will match, that match will get deleted. Match URL ID will details will get deleted from the JSON file. So thoroughly we can check once. We can go to the new user. We can add here is 40 years. Education is from BA. Save successfully. Yes. Here. Ajit save. If I go to the list page, I should see both the user, Manish and Ajit, both are here. This both the data comes from where? This both the data gone to that JSON server. Both the data gone to that JSON server. Please check once your saving part, listing part, deleting part. 3 things should work. The JSON server is running. New user we have made yesterday or before that itself. New user and user list both I will share you. You can follow in case if it has error. Both files are shared in the chat. Which portion is the problem? Let me know. We'll work on that. We'll guide you. Next, after this, we have to work on another part, edit functionality. Okay, so before edit functionality, we will implement the use params. We will understand what is the use params, how it works. Then we'll come to edit part, because inside the edit functionality, while editing the record, we have to use the use params. Use params, that is another hook function that will help you to pass the data from one component to other component. Use params. Okay, so come to the next file. In the same, under the hooks folder only, you can create one more file. Give the file name called hook 78 hook 9 hook 9.js, because till hook 6 you have. After that, user list and new user, hook 7.8. Next hook 9 we have use params. So import from React import link use params. from React router down. Okay, use params link we imported. Come down, write a const my hook 9 equal to export default return division to do. Or React hooks use param. For example, center it will appear. Now next after that, let's apply the use params here. The variable called full name use params. Now where this full name is going to come, Still no idea, but we are receiving a variable called full name. That variable is getting received by that variable is coming from the use params. Now come down below. Your name is full name. Okay, little here. Now this file we are going to add again in routing, and we'll create a variable called full name. Linking will do, we'll understand how full name is going to come, where it will be defined, and how it is going to access. To access it, we have written use params and then full name. So use params is responsible to bring the full name variable. Now where it is going to capture, we have not created still. So for that, let's come to the routing app.js file. Hook 9 I will give here, and for that hook 9, oh, I will not modify this. I have to add new. Hook 9 slash name call Ganesh. Hook 9 slash name call Ganesh. So Ganesh become the default value for full name variable. Ganesh become the full name Ganesh become the full name for Ganesh become the default value for the full name variable. The full name variable you have received under the hook 9 full name. Now in that full name we are sending as a default value as a Ganesh. Still full name we have not created. So we are going to create the full name now. That is called router variable or routing variable, you can say. Hook 9 slash colon full name. So using colon, we can create a variable and variable name. There under the routing, this becomes a router variable. Full name becomes a router variable. It is going to capture the value from the browser URL. Full name, and here you will write call my hook 9. That my hook 9 we are supposed to import on the top. My hook 9. Hook 9. Okay, so hope you imported my hook 9 from the hook9.js file. You given here default value as a Ganesh. And now how to create the full name variable. So this is the line slash hook 9 slash colon variable name. Now Ganesh will go and capture under the full name. Ganesh will come directly under the full name. Wherever you call the full name under the current page, you can access the Ganesh only. This way people create the variable in routing. Okay, let's come now. We'll check once. Hook 9, the use params link should be ready. When you click on that, use params. When you click on use params, it will show you your name is Ganesh by default. Check now, it shows similar or something else. Here, in case in browser URL, if you change the value, Manoj, enter, it should display below Manoj only. Ajit, it will display as Ajit. Working, not working. We have to provide the hyperlink still to make it little more dynamic. According to user, click the content should change. According to user, click the content should change. Okay, next we'll see how to pass multiple value from the browser URL. How to pass the multiple value from browser URL. So let's go here. Ganesh slash Mumbai. Ganesh slash Mumbai. Ganesh slash Mumbai. Ganesh slash Mumbai. Now come down. After full name, give again one more slash, colon, city. So full name is a variable that is holding the Ganesh. City is the variable that is holding the Mumbai. So we are able to pass two value. Now similar with these two value, we can receive under the component. These two values we can receive in component. So for that we have to come to the again our hook9.js file. Come to the hook9 page and how you have received the variable called full name. Similar way, receive one more variable called city. And we can print here again h4 city is ready. Check now. If you click on hyperlink, if you click on use params, two value will appear. Name is Ganesh and city is Mumbai. Name is Ganesh, city is Mumbai. We can provide some links here and then we'll click on that. Based on the click, this content will change. Let's come inside the page now. 12 convert into 9. 4 9. Right inside the p tag, follow the link to slash hook9 slash Ganesh slash Pune Mumbai. Ganesh I wrote You are generating the hyperlink now, where the user will click and content will change dynamically. Change this value manually as of now. Click on this hyperlink. The content will change in the right hand side. On click, we are changing the URL. On click, we are changing the URLs. And whichever the URL we click, value will change in the browser URL. And according to browser URL value, page will be displayed automatically. See, the names are here. When you click on any of the link in the left side, their info will come in the right side. Changing. This is called use params. Using use params, you can send the value from one page to other page from the browser URL. See it once. Hope it should work. Changing. Okay. So now we have to pass the data from one page to other page. That for edit functionality. See, whichever the link we click, the content will get changed. Content will not change automatically because you are passing the content from one page to other page. Then only it's getting changed. Okay, now in the user list page, we will have an edit button here. Once you click on edit, the particular ID will pass from list page to edit page. Okay, from the user listing page, we will provide a edit button, and once you click on edit button, the details, the ID of a particular user will pass from this page to edit page, and based on ID, we will do the editing work. So this use params row to row complete. I sent in your chat. You can use this if any error. In user list page, you have to import the link tag. Import link from React Router DOM. Link, why we are importing this file? Because we wanted to provide a link as a edit, where after clicking on edit, it should pass the ID of a particular user from one page to other page where we can do the editing work. Come. In action only, tag link to you will follow the backtick symbol. See, we want to link, give the link like this. We have to give the link here, something like edit, where the path should be like this, slash edit user slash one. We want to generate like this, edit user slash one. After that, we can give the class here btn hyphen warning, btn sm m2. Here also apply the m2, margin 2. Add this edit page first. right? Hope you will see edit everywhere. Edit, edit, edit. If you click on edit, it will go to the next page. Edit user /1. If you click on edit page, it will go to the edit user /1. Everywhere /1 is showing. We have to make it dynamic. Whichever the user we click edit, their ID has to pass. Okay, hope edit is ready. Now we are going to change this link little. You will use the flower bracket. Inside, use the backtick. Tiled symbol. You call it a tiled symbol also. Slash edit user. Dollar you have to give user.id. This line I will share you in the chat. Symbol may be not able to identify. The backtick we use inside the flower bracket to combine the static and dynamic statement together in React. So whenever you are generating the URL dynamically, there will be something will be static, some content will be dynamic. So in that case, this backtick will help you to keep both the content together, static and dynamic, variable and string together. Okay, hope ready. Now come there, click on edit button. If you click on edit button, the different user ID will pass from one page to other page. Suppose I'm clicking here. You can see 4 will come in the browser URL. Again, if I go back, if I click on next edit, see 5 will come in browser URL. If you click on next edit, 6 will come in browser URL. So that now URL generation part become dynamic. Every time it is generating a new URL. URL is same, ID is different. URL is same, ID is different. Okay, so hope you are able to see the URL. Next, we have to create another page, edit user, where what will happen is, whichever the edit button we click, that particular user details should be editable. Whichever the edit button we click, the particular user details should be editable. For that, we have to create a new page. Create a file called edit record.php or edit user.php. .js, not PHP. Edit user.js. Edit user.js. In edit user, you can take the copy of new user. You have already one page called new user. You can take the same file, paste here. Design wise will be remain same. We have to change some auto display value, update functionality we need to call. Design wise it will be remain same. Change the function name, edit user. Last should also change the edit user. Okay. Edit user file is ready. Come to your app.js page. App.js. In app.js, you can import here edit user, edit user, in edit user, you will not give any link here because link already we have given under the user list page. Link you are not going to generate here. Just import this edit user. After importing, don't provide any link here directly. Go here. Add under the routing. Add under the routing. Give the path as a edit user. Slash user ID. Edit user slash user ID and keep here call edit user. So what is going to check? In browser URL, edit user will remain same always. And under the user ID variable, different number will come. When you go to the listing page and click on edit user in browser URL, every time it will come slash edit user slash some number will come. So to capture the number, we created a variable here called user ID. Further processing will happen based on this user ID. Right. So now after writing this line, go to your listing page, click on edit, see the edit page is coming or not. Right, we can check once. Edit user page. Once you click on edit, next page will appear. This page is coming here. Again, click on edit user. This page will appear. Now, whichever the edit you have clicked, that user details should come here. You should be able to modify that and click on update. It will get updated. Page load happening for how many people? One person is active. He replied. Others should say something. We will end the class here. Again, we'll see you tomorrow. Update functionality we'll see. And after that, they will move towards class component. After seeing the update functionality, they will move towards class component. Redux will come after class component. Separate. It may be on the weekend also after project. Redux is the 3-4 classes is for Redux. Maybe after project we can sit on weekend also for Redux, or maybe in morning also we can sit, but after finishing the class component.